Raised bed gardening saves your back. Instead of going down and weeding with my back bent over, or picking tomatoes with my back bent over, it's just so much easier, guys. Go out and build it. You don't have to buy a kit and pay way too much for it. Go out and build it. It's super easy.
I ain't afraid of work. I ain't afraid of play. I ain't afraid to get the job done and do it my own damn way. I ain't afraid of life. Times like this. If you mess with my freedom, I'll tell you just what you can kiss. That's right.
You hungry? Come here. You ready for your breakfast, little boy? Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another gorgeous day here on the Stoney Ridge. It is gonna be a roaster today. We're expecting temperatures here in late April of 86 degrees. Oh my goodness, gonna be roasting. Today, we've got a little bit of work to do in the garden. I've got to go take care of the cows, and we're gonna go check on the baby chickies. I've had a work crew here loading up the tires on my tractors for about 2 days. That video will be coming out pretty soon, guys. I hope you'll enjoy that. But what we got to do is basically knock out our chores. And first, we got to feed Buddy. Buddy, are you ready? Are you hungry? Daddy needs to run a brush through Buddy, doesn't he? Yes, he does. Almost out of food, aren't we? Free! Good boy. Guys, Buddy is such a good dog. He's been having hip troubles. I'm medicating him. It gets better, it gets worse. He has good days and bad days. Today seems like kind of a bad day. I don't know. Hopefully he's okay. He's in good spirits. He's got the spirit of a puppy and the body of an old grandpa dog. Let's go over here and check out the chicks in the mobile coop. So part of what we're gonna be doing today, just so you guys know, is we're going to be building some raised beds for the garden, and this is the lumber that we'll be using to build that raised bed. This is white oak that I milled up a couple years ago, and I needed to build one more plant bed right here. Excuse my hoarseness and jacked up voice. I'm the only grass-fed beef farmer that I know that has an allergy to grass pollen, and it's so bad. I guess you call it hay fever. It's so bad. Let's see what we got in here. Hey, birdies. Good morning. You guys are getting big. Good morning, birdies. Good morning. How are you guys? Somebody's got them a feather over there. These are the chicks that I hatched a couple weeks ago. They are 2 weeks old now, and everybody's doing great. Look right here. It says, peekaboo, peekaboo. They're all doing great. We've got plenty of food, plenty of water, and I'm able to check on them. I've got a Arlo camera in here, so I can keep an eye on the chickens. Pretty cool. All right, we'll see you guys later. We'll fill that water up, probably later this afternoon. They drink about 5 gallons every 3 days now. These chicks will be out on pasture very soon. They'll be right out in here, and then we'll move them once they get even bigger out behind the cows, and they'll scratch through the manure and help control our flies. Good stuff. So I'm gonna zip up to the shop real quick. I've got to grab some tools for our raised bed job, and we've also got to go get the cows moved. I don't know. I say we move the cows first. Contact. So what we're riding in is a Honda Pioneer 1000. This is a 5-seater, 1006. Actually, it's a 6-seater side-by-side. It's a little bit of overkill for just me scooting around the farm, but it sure is handy to have a side-by-side so I can move things around. It's really dry here, and we need rain really bad. It's so dry that dust wafts up behind this machine, and also pollen does too. So when I drive through the grass here in the pasture, pollen just comes flying up, and man, it just tears me up, tears my allergies up. I'm not a big fan of taking pills for stuff, but I have taken allergy medicine this morning. is, oh, a deer must have got hung up in my daggone fencing last night. Lots of deer here on the farm. See if we can pull this guy back tight. There we go. Good to go, I hope. I can't just hope. I have to drive the fence line. Every day I move the cows. In the summertime, we're moving them twice a day. And this is Big Bud. Hey, Big Bud. Morning. Cows have been on this section of grass for approximately 12 hours. Moved them in here last night. Basically, they're nipping the tops out of this grass right here is all I want them to do. And we're going to be moving them into this section because it has a shade tree in it. It's going to be, like I said, about 86 degrees today. So we want to make sure that the cows have plenty of shade so they can stay nice and cool. And they'll be eating and lounging. You see, they're mooing. They're not chewing. It means they're not hungry. There's so much grass out here right now. These cows are just thriving. Just so much grass. There's 50 cows here on about 85 acres. I'm gonna double check this fence line real quick, and then we're gonna move them into their new section. And all we have to do, well, you'll see it in a second. All we have to do is unhook that and bam, they'll take off. But I do need to make sure my fence is good. I set this all up yesterday, and evidently a deer ran through my fence last night. That happens sometimes, and I didn't have the fence hooked up. There's no use in energizing a piece of wire that doesn't need to be energized, so we'll take a slow drive down the fence line. And that's our fence. It runs all the way down to our perimeter fence. And this will give them about 2.5 acres today. They'll actually stay there overnight tonight. Yep, it's a good thing I checked it. Got a piece of wire off right here. And I don't have to get off the machine. That's kind of nice. This time of year, around here in North Carolina, uh-oh, wait, I can't touch that. That's electrified. It'll shock the snot out of me. And all I had to do was scoop it up, stick it in there, good to go, all the way to the fence line there. Really glad I checked that. Oh, if I didn't check it, we'd probably have cows all over this pasture. We don't want that. Okay, let's show you guys how they move. Woo! Ah, don't shock me. Come up. Woo! Come up. Come up. Come on, kids. Everybody should come right on through. Come up. Come up. Come on, babies. Come on. Come up. Come up. Come up. Come on. Come up. Come up. Come up. Always one doofus that doesn't want to come. I'll have to sit here for a minute and wait for old doofus. Always one. And none of the babies want to follow. All they want to do is go under the fence. And that's okay. It's all good if the babies go under the fence as long as the mamas are on the right side. And here comes Doofy. Thank you, princess. You're my hero. Thank you, princess. Take your time. Oh man, let's go build a raised bed. contact. Woohoo! I got everything but the screws. Here's the plan. I've got to run to Lowe's real quick and grab screws. What we're going to be building are these, and we're going to restain all of these. So I've got 9 plant beds right here. These are 4x8. I'll show you exactly how I build them, everything we need to know. We're going to put the last one right here. This is garden soil that I built myself over years with compost and manure and grass clippings and all kinds of stuff. We'll scoop this out and we'll be putting that in the raised bed. I'm not sure we're going to do that today. We might give that stain a little bit of time to set in, and we're going to be using wood defender on this. So let me run to Lowe's real quick. I don't have everything I need. I got 4-inch screws here. These are heavy duty framing screws, exterior grade, big Mac Daddy screws. This is oak, okay? And this is oak. Let's walk over here and check it out. These are pine boards that I've milled up on the sawmill recently, but this is all oak, white oak, and it is tough. I'm talking about tough. We're gonna try and screw an anchor into this just to test it out, but I don't think an anchor will go through. I think we're gonna have to pre-drill every single hole here. If I did this green like I did with all these plant beds, then I would have been just fine. So let's get busy. I'm just gonna pull this stuff out and put it on my sawhorses here and start cutting. By the way, that's Randy the rooster. Randy will not shut up the whole time we're over here. He's establishing his dominance. I hear you, Randy. So each one of these boards is checked or cracked on the end. This one's a little bit wider than the rest of them. I'm gonna pick out my best boards, and basically I'm gonna lop off just a little bit of this end on this one and on that one. These will be my 2 bottom base boards. These are 8x4, okay? Some of these are really checked up, which means I won't even be able to use like the far end of that board. Probably won't even be able to use it. See how checked up that one is? It's okay if they split, and the reason they split and checked like this is because my friend, after I milled these boards for him, didn't put stickers in between. In other words, lay sticks in here so that it dried evenly. It dried a little bit faster on the end, and that's why it splits and it checked up a little bit. So I do need to scrape off all the mildew before I start cutting and before we stain, and we're going to restain everything here. I'll show you guys the cool stuff we're going to use for that. Let's test it and see if this wood is too hard to get one of these screws in. Oh, we're good. Awesome. There we go. Oh, yeah. There we go. I've got to measure between my plant beds so everybody's nice and even here. So I'm going to measure this plant bed real quick. See how far apart these guys are. 4 feet apart. We'll come right here. We'll measure our 4 feet. We are a little bit off. I just pulled all the weeds out here. There we go. Okay, do that while it's light because it's going to get heavy. Make sure we're 4 feet here. Just like so. Good to go. And 32 inches between. So we're not quite there yet. And I can look at this and tell you I've already screwed up. I did this different than I did the other boxes. This one, I put them on the end instead of that way. So I gotta take it back apart. That's the one. Just so you know, that was a torque test right there. Is the impact Milwaukee, does it have more torque than the drill? Yes, it does. The drill wouldn't take these out. so we got the box all built. Now we've got to make sure it's square. We've got it all squared up with the other boxes, lined up just perfect. Well, almost perfect. Looks like it needs to go that way just a little bit. And then we're going to take our scraps and we're going to build out our corners a little bit. So we'll put scraps in each corner and in the middle of these 8-footers to help shore it up so it doesn't fall over. Pretty cool. Plant bed's all built out. Now, to preserve the wood, here's what we're gonna be using. This is called Wood Defender Semi-Transparent Black. Okay, it's a fence stain. This penetrates the wood. I did these about 3 years ago, and you can see they're starting to gray up a little bit. They have straight up ground contact. So we're gonna go ahead and do the whole inside of this and the whole outside, and then we're gonna go around and we're gonna do all these. And we're gonna spray this on. Super easy to apply. I'll post a link down the video description for you guys. You do need a chemical tolerant sprayer, okay? And this one is from Wood Defender. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead, spray these up and make them look pretty. So here is your before. Get ready, the after's gonna be awesome. Oh my goodness, enough is enough, bro. There we go. There we go. If you needed to do this, or if you wanted to do this with conventional lumber, you didn't have a sawmill like me, or you couldn't get lumber like this, all you need are 1, 2, 3, 4 2x12 by 8s, 5, 6 2x12 by 8s, and probably by 1 4x4 by 8 to shore up the corners and the edges. That's all you need. This is 24 inches high, 4 feet wide, 8 feet long. Enough to grow about 8 tomato plants very, very comfortably with plenty of space. Raised bed gardening saves your back. Instead of going down and weeding with my back bent over, or picking tomatoes with my back bent over, it's just so much easier, guys. Go out and build it. You don't have to buy a kit and pay way too much for it. Go out and build it. It's super easy. You cannot put too much Wood Defender on, okay? It needs to be sopping wet. Absolutely soaking, sopping wet. Look at the coverage. That's awesome. It can be that wet. This has got to soak into this wood, and we're gonna come back and put a second coat on here after we do the rest of the raised beds. Guys, be sure if you're gonna spray this, that you don't do it on a windy day, or you'll be wearing this stuff and you need to wear a respirator if you're spraying it and you think you'll be downwind. That's right, Randy. Folks, this is 10 raised beds. Each raised bed is 4 by 8, and this is enough food to feed 5 families if we plant the garden and we tend to it properly. I've been eating canned vegetables from this garden for the last 4 or 5 years now, and it's done fantastic. This place where you see me working used to be the garden, and I used to till it and row bed it and work the land, and I used to get out here and bend over and break my back. Raised bed gardening is awesome, and this is a very inexpensive way to get into it. These beds should last up to 10 years, and as they rot and fall apart, I just rebuild another bed right on the outside of it and then take out the old wood. Folks, if you like this kind of content, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I'd love to have you back here on the farm with me. Bam! There is your after. This turned out absolutely fantastic, guys. It's still pretty wet in here, so I'm not going to put the dirt in just yet. You can see it's kind of puddled up on there. It should be puddled up. See how it soaks in good to the older, drier wood? This will take about 2 days before it'll fully soak in where you can just touch it. The other wood, this stuff, it's still soaking in pretty good. So we got all the plant beds all prettified. Next step would be scooping out some of this dirt and filling in. And I'm actually gonna top off each one of these garden beds. Again, if you want to do something like this, I do these videos so you guys can get ideas for things for yourself. 1 5-gallon bucket did all of these raised beds, and the first coat, it takes a whole lot more material. So I almost ran out, had my fingers crossed there at the end, but everything turned out great, guys. I hope this helped you, give you some good ideas for your garden. And the next time you see us in this garden, we're going to be putting our tomatoes and our peppers and our cucumbers and all that stuff in the ground. So stay tuned. We'll teach you guys how to preserve them, how to can them, how to make soups and broths and all kinds of stuff. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you next time on the Stoney Ridge. Woo! Goodbye. Ah, don't shock me. Nate, I dropped you. Hey, buddy. Dude. Oh my goodness. Enough is enough, bro. Go, 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 go. Woo.